5.
Welcome to another episode of Get Lifted, 30 is the New 20. It's your boy, Smiley Jizzle, and I'm with some special guests today. Introduce yourself.
Vince, follow me on the gram 20340.
You already know it's your boy Zay, man. Follow me on Insta at TriniBoyZay_.
Facts. And we're here. Today's gonna be a light episode, you know what I mean? My other co-host not here. Yo, shout out to my boy. He just opened up for Young and May and Hartford. Shout out to Connecticut. Always putting shit on. We doing it. Yeah, but without further ado, let's get into. So, what was we talking about? We was talking about some crazy shit.
I was really talking about like how people kind of manipulate, kind of change your thinking in situations pertaining to just you alone. So say you want to do something you think is good for yourself, but then you have someone that tells you, okay, I mean, you could do that, but I feel that you're not ready for that yet. You should do that.
That sounds like discouragement.
Right. So,
right.
Discouragement, it goes a long way. It goes deeper along the lines. It's also hinders.
It can be from the people that you care about the most.
So
let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. That's deep. That's really deep. It's so deep it hurts because it's crazy because I like to consider myself an encouraging person. I like to consider myself a person that's always trying to make choices, or I'm sorry, not make choices, but make affirmations for individuals, for them to do better in their life, right? And not really necessarily to tell them what they should do, or it's wrong that they doing this, or whatever the case may be. I don't judge people. You know what I mean? I know people that do whatever they do, but I don't judge people, but I always encourage people to do better. So let's talk about further what you talking about. What's the example that you, if you like to share, what's the example that you got?
I'll kind of share a little personal example. So the first example,
no names.
Of course, it's not going to be names. No discrimination and stuff. But basically, it starts where I want to try to do something, and then I'm told the odds of the success rate of me being able to do something or trying to hinder me in a way where it's alright, I can do it, but I have to always think of possibility, how many people is trying to go into this field. It's like the NBA, for example. We all know that every young kid, especially African American, wants to grow up and play in the league. But we also know that it's a slim percentage of, getting picked in the draft, stuff like that, fitting the scouts agenda, stuff like that as a player. So you got a lot to work on.
Right. Hey Facebook, take a picture.
Right. If you have a strong opinion of yourself doing something, someone's always going to try to lower your value in a way because they feel like they may not see it yet.
Facts.
Until the actual image of what you're doing happens.
Right. So people only support you when it's beneficial to them.
No,
in a nutshell.
they put it like this. When people see you do something, they're not proud of it. They're surprised you did this shit.
Like, wow, you did that?
Like Jay-Z dad told the nigga, you're not gonna sell 1 billion records. And what the nigga do? Now the nigga is mind blown. He can't believe this shit himself. Right. It's more than just a proud feeling.
It hurts. For me, it kind of backfires. discouragement encourages me. You feel me? Like, I don't know if that, it's an oxymoron, but it's crazy because for me, it pushes me to do better. It's an ego thing. When I can't do something and somebody tells me that I'm not going to be able to do it, just give it up, I end up pushing myself even further and actually accomplishing that instead of relying on somebody else to just take over and just giving up altogether. I'll give you an example. Like, I never like we crack our phones, our phone screens like all the time or whatever, and I'm like a tech geek kind of. I'm like a little nerd, like, and so I never really like wanted to like do no little technical stuff like inside of a device like that because I didn't want to mess nothing up. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try it. And to replace my phone, it will cost a lot of money, almost $1,000 to replace my phone. Matter of fact, over $1,000 to replace my phone. So then I was like, if I mess it up, then that's it. Like, I'm gonna get an Android. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not replacing it, you feel me? But I took the screen out, I did everything that the instructions told me to do. I had that little kit, which cost me $58, and I replaced my screen. And my screen is brand new. My screen, we're using it. You know what I mean? That's my screen. It had a long crack. It had 3 cracks. I saved the cracked screen just so I could have it like before and after. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? And I recorded with these glasses. I recorded me doing it like step by step by step by step. And I was like, yo, I'm gonna use this and I'm gonna put this out and show people that I know how to fix a cracked screen. But that's the thing about people. We can do these things. Like, I'm a normal guy, like you, like him. We all are capable of doing that. It's just that I don't want to do that. You know what I mean? Like, you know how to do it. You could do it. Google is your friend, right? You feel me? But it's like, we don't want to do it. You feel me? And that's what it is. It's like, people know that you're capable of doing it, but then when people understand that they've never done it because they never challenged themselves, they tend to look at other people that are like them and think that they're not capable of doing it because they've never challenged themselves. I always challenge other people. You know what I mean? Like, I challenge you, I challenge him. You guys are the future. Like, I'm not the future. Like, I already have my chance. You know what I mean? But now you guys are coming up. You guys got so many years to make a change in a society that's fucking destroying itself. You feel me? So it's important for people like myself to encourage you guys, not discourage, but encourage you guys to use what you guys know so that you guys can be better than what you are. You feel me? Because you can do better. The thing is that we lack the power of communication skills. And the way that we communicate certain things to people, the way that we feel from our heart, it means well. It's a genuine emotion, right? But it's not that we mean wrong by what we're saying. It's just the way that we say it doesn't sound the way that the people want to hear it. And that can be conveyed sometimes as like discouraging. But somebody expecting more of you will say something to you like, yo, you can do so much more. Like, I was in a relationship with somebody for 15 years. And she told me, yo, you need to give up this music stuff, whatever. And I was like, man, she might be right. But the reason I was doing it was for her. Cause I was like, yo, like, if I be like a big rapper and I be making mad money, I could put her in a house. We could have kids running in the backyard, doing whatever they want to do. And we could just always have free time to do the things that we love to do with each other. But she seen it as like, I'm a dreamer. And listening to her friends understood that he's a dreamer, whatever. Well, guess what? I'm still dreaming. And I got more music out on the mainstream than any artist in Connecticut. My little brother about to be coming up. He got music on this shit. Feel me? My team just opened up for Young and May. I opened up for Fabulous Sold Out Show at Toe's Place in my town. You feel me? She was dying to get there. She was mad because a bitch came there, gave me a drink. You feel me? I should be feeling myself, and I am. You know, and a lot of times what he's talking about is like the discouragement, because you get that from the people that you care about the most. And the fact that I was doing music and I stepped away from music for the same reason I was doing it, because I was doing it for her. I wasn't doing it for me. I was doing it because I was like, yo, I want to be rich quick. And I know I'm good at this, so I'm going to use this to do it. Got the mic right there, behind a fucking lamp. It's just like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, if I want to jump into it. But it's, my heart not into it, and my heart was into it. You know what I mean? And a lot of music, most of the time comes from your heart. It's you expressing what you going through. You know what I mean? And so that hurt because she understood that. And she would play my shit. She would have my shit in the car. We'd be driving, going to Six Flags or something, and she'd be playing that shit. I hate that I'm reminiscing, but it's some real shit because we talking about discouragement. And I got all this love amongst ourselves kind of fooling me that, like, yo, and then reality, like, but then it's probably, this is what I say, it may not just be that person, it may be other parties involved that are telling this person this, putting things in their head, like, yo, but, you know, so it could have been that, but I'm just seeing it as, like, the fuck, feel me? You the front row. You see chicks buying me drinks. You see chicks out here fucking trying to grab my hand, like what the fuck? Like, you know what I mean? Like, that shit is real. That shit is crazy. And you just a local artist. You feel me? You not nothing special. But I'm a local artist performing in Virginia. I'm a local artist performing in New Jersey. I'm a local artist performing in Massachusetts. I'm a local artist performing in Virginia. You feel me? I'm not local over there. I'm only local when I'm performing in Connecticut. But when I go to another state, I represent Connecticut. And she with me in discouraging, right? I understand discouragement. And a lot of times as men, I always get to this. It's about being a man.